Hi friends, today I'm going to be talking about sharing samples with love. This is one of my favorite things to do in my business, is sharing samples with love. I personally know what Young Living products have done for my family's health and wellness, and I am passionate about seeing my friends and families be able to experience these top quality products as well. So, what does sharing samples with love look like? And I think that can vary depending on your lifestyle, your community, your career, your relationships. But these are a few ways that I have executed this and seen success. One, I find a product that I love, like Thieves Household Cleaner. I feel passionate about non toxic living and clean products, and cleaning products are part of that too. So, this is just a natural choice for me. I use the product and I love it. I clean my entire house with Thieves Household Cleaner. So it's not something that's forced that I am making up. I educate my followers on toxins in our everyday products, including cleaning products, and how that's affecting our health negatively. I inform people of Thieves and how it's effective, it's safe around kids, it's plant-based, it smells amazing. I could go on. I ask my friends who wants to try this, and I send them a free sample. I do ask them if they do take a sample, usually depending on what the samples are and what I have organized already, I will ask them to do like a Thieves workshop so that they can learn more about the product and understand why it's so amazing. Because sometimes you do get a product, you think it's awesome, but you don't really know much about it. Like if I just hand out samples of Thieves and I don't explain why it's awesome and what the competitor is lying to you about and telling you is great, then you don't really know any better. So you're going to be less likely to ditch something that you've been using for 15 years for something new that you don't really know is going to work. So education is important. Using the product is important. Loving the product is important to be able to share authentically from the heart. So a second idea that I had was I bought the essential oil vetiver, and holy moly, did that oil improve my productivity. I could focus better, create more effortlessly. I just all around felt better. I was like more energized when I was diffusing vetiver when I was trying to work. See, I have very short time, 3 days a week for about 2.5 hours where I don't have either of my kids home. So I try to be as productive as possible during that time. And I really felt like I was way more focused and productive after I started diffusing vetiver. I put a testimony out there basically saying truths. One, I struggled in school growing up. I would study for hours and I always have problems focusing. At night, I get distracted really easy. Like if my house is not clean, I am distracted. Just a newsflash, I'm a mom of 2 young kids. My house is never super clean anymore. And I have to learn to focus through that because what I want to do is be like, work. Oh my gosh, like the kitchen's a mess, or laundry, or I'm like a squirrel. So this was huge for me, and I got emotional because I just thought, holy moly, what if I had had these products growing up in nursing school? I mean, there's so many things. How I wish I could have had vetiver oil when I was growing up and in school. That would have been a game changer for me. And I know I'm not alone in that. I know that there are other people out there that also could benefit from this. That was heartfelt. It was not forced. It was not made up. I said, who wants me to make them a focus roller? Obviously, I can't like send all the things to diffuse if you don't have a diffuser, and some people can't diffuse at work. So I thought a roller would be an easy way for people to maybe experience the same effects. and people have really loved focus rollers. So I mailed them to anybody who wanted one, and then continue the conversation about essential oils with them from there. So those are just two easy examples of how I've shared with love. So the biggest part about sharing with love is falling in love with the product yourself. It's authentic because you love it. Just like telling a friend about your favorite place to eat or recipe or new boutique in town, sharing a living is no different. I use Thieves. You love Thieves. Your house smells amazing and it's safe. The general public is unaware of toxic chemicals and what that's doing on our health. And I know this is true because I'm a registered nurse and I didn't know for a long time. I was working in NICUs all around the country, and every single one of them used Johnson & Johnson baby soap, which is the worst thing we could be cleaning our babies with, especially at-risk infants. Now, I know the last hospital I worked at did change over, thank God, but that was after I left, okay? So my heart is always coming from a place of wanting to make an impact on people's health. And as long as you're sharing authentically for a good reason, it should never feel salesy to you. So hope you enjoyed some of these tips. And if you have any questions or want me to give you some ideas, feel free to reach out to me.